Hey friends, welcome back to Moments That Matter with the Purcells. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you stopped by. On this channel, I share real life mom hacks and everything in between. You're actually catching me in the middle of my mom series where I've been sharing all kinds of helpful and fun content just for busy mamas. Today's video is all about how I do my DIY dip powder nails at home from removal to fresh application with all of the best tips and a removal hack that only takes minutes. And the best part is that you can follow along with my free printable step-by-step guide. Just check the description box below.
It's really fresh on my head.
So I was about to tell you there are no kiddos in this video, except for right now. Just some much needed self-care and a mani that lasts. So let's get started. You're nuts. Here's everything you need for the easy nail hack removal process. So you need something to put water in, hot water, Ziploc bags for your coconut oil and acetone, and a piece of paper towel, and I'll show you why. And then you can either use an e-file, which is probably most common, or if you have one of these, you can get them on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. Everything I'll have linked down below. But here is everything you need to remove your nails in minutes. This is the set that I did a couple weeks ago. You can see like it is super grown out. They need some TLC for sure. So these babies are coming off. So here I am just buffing off the top layers of the dip powder. This helps break the seal and allows the acetone to work more effectively for faster removal. So this is after buffing with the drill. We got it all cleaned up and first layer off. So we're about ready to soak. I'll do the other hand with the e-file just to kind of show you that it can be done both ways. So this is my other hand after just using the e-file. I had one just pop off mid-file, which is typical after having a set on for this long. It's been over 2 weeks, and so for me that just kind of happens after a while. But yep, about the same amount of time for the e-file as it did the Dremel tool. So your choice, you do either one. Here I am pouring in the coconut oil and acetone. You're gonna wanna make sure you do the coconut oil because this helps your nails not get so dry and damaged from the acetone. I also place a small piece of paper towel inside the bag. This gives me something to gently rub my nails against while soaking, which helps loosen the product and speed up the removal process. Before we get started, just make sure to take off all your jewelry. This keeps your rings and bracelets safe from acetone and makes it easier to work on your nails without anything getting in the way. You're going to want to make sure that the water that you put in your bowl or some sort of container is hot. The heat mixing with the acetone is what does the magic. This removal hack is honestly better than going to the salon. Even if you don't normally do your own nails, it can save you money because salons often charge extra just to remove your manicure set. Doing it at home is quicker, cheaper, and you can do it on your own schedule. Here you saw me switch out the water again. It had gotten a little bit like lukewarm, so I warmed it up again. For the sake of this video, I am just going to show you one hand, but yes, each hand was done in about 10 minutes or less. So yeah, way better. I'm using the Kiara Sky dip powder system for this manicure, and I love how beginner friendly it is. The products are really easy to work with and give you that salon quality finish without having to leave home. The base and activator apply smoothly, and the powders give beautiful even coverage every time. Plus, it's also a lot quicker and cleaner than traditional acrylic, so if you want to try it out yourself, I've linked everything I'm using in the description below. For today, I am going to go back to this lilac color. I was obsessed with it for a really long time. Haven't used it in a while, but I absolutely love it. It is the Lilac by Kiara Sky. And then I'm also going to be using my clear, and I will explain what I do with these. So this is what we're using today. Before we get started, I've already prepped my nails by shaping them, removing any cuticle buildup, and taking off the clear coat that I had on. I actually did this earlier since I had to wait to do my nails, but this step is important because it protects my nails while I wait. And then also the acetone removes any natural oils so the dip powder sticks better and lasts longer. Step 1 in the Kiara Sky system is the bond. This is applied before any other product and works like a primer. It helps remove any lingering moisture or oils from the nail surface and creates the perfect base for everything to stick to. Using the bond helps prevent lifting and extends the life of your manicure, so don't skip this step. So something I always do is build an apex. So to do that, you start with the clear Kiara Sky dipping powder for the first dip. I'm applying my base coat about 3/4 of the way down the nail. This helps keep the bulk of the product towards the stress area for strength while leaving the cuticle area thin and natural looking. After dipping, I'll repeat as needed to create a smooth, strong shape before adding the color. For this first dip, I'm using step 2 from the Kiara Sky system, which is the base coat, applying a thin, even layer, and be very careful not to get it on your skin or cuticles. If the product touches your skin, it can cause lifting and your manicure won't last as long. If you do get any on your skin, just wipe it off right away before dipping to keep everything clean and smooth. You'll then dip your nail into the powder at about a 45-degree angle, then gently tap off the excess to keep your layers smooth and even. After you've finished your first round of dipping, use a soft makeup brush to dust off the excess powder before dipping again. This keeps each layer smooth and even. When it comes to your color layers, how many you do is really up to you and the look that you want. 2 layers usually gives full even coverage, but if you want a richer or deeper shade, you can add a 3rd. Just remember to keep each layer thin and even so your nails stay smooth and natural looking. For the first color layer, apply your base coat close to the cuticle, but not as tight as you will for the second layer. The second layer is where you go in with a fine hairline gap for a clean professional look without flooding the cuticle. Keep your cuticle line clean by using your fingernail or a toothpick to gently go around the edges before the base coat dries. This helps prevent lifting and gives your manicure that professional salon look. Rolling. For the sake of this video, I'm only going to show one hand so it's easier to follow along, and you can always go back and re-watch any part of the video if you're trying this yourself. One of the many things I love about doing my nails myself is how much time and money it saves. I can get a salon quality look without ever leaving the house, and I get to do it on my own schedule. Plus, for me, it's actually really relaxing, gives me a chance to be creative with my colors and designs. It's a little self-care moment I can enjoy whenever I want. Quick reminder to dust off the excess in between dips. Alright, so here's layer 1, now we're off to layer 2. For the second layer, I'm applying the base coat just a hairline away from the cuticle. This gives the manicure a clean, professional finish and helps prevent lifting. It's important to keep this layer thin and controlled while getting as close as you can without touching the skin. Now it's time to apply a clear dipping powder on top of the color. This clear layer helps protect the color underneath while adding strength to the nail. It also gives us a smooth surface to work with when we file and shape, so we don't risk taking off any of the color while we are perfecting the shape. Apply a thin layer of the base coat over the entire nail, getting close to the cuticle without touching it. Then dip into the clear powder just like before, tap off the excess, and brush away any leftover powder once it's dry. Step 3 in the Kiara Sky system is the Seal and Protect, also known as the Activator. Once you've finished all your dipping layers, including the clear, apply a generous coat of the activator to each nail. This liquid hardens the powder and locks in your shape and color. It's what gives your dip strength and durability. Make sure you fully cover the nail surface and let it dry for 1 to 2 minutes before moving on to shaping and buffing. Now it's time for buffing and shaping the nails. I'm using an e-file for this video since that's more common and is quicker if you're not used to using a drill. So I start by shaping the nail from the side walls towards the tip, keeping even pressure so the shape stays balanced. Once I have my shape how I like it, I gently buff over the entire nail surface. This smooths out any uneven areas and prepares the nail for the top coat, leaving it perfectly even and ready for that final shine. I want to also mention when I'm buffing the top of the nail, I'm using the softer side of the e-file. For the shaping, I use the rougher side. Once you finish shaping and buffing your nails to your desired look, it's time to apply a second coat of Seal and Protect. This helps set the powder again after filing and preps the nail for your top coat. Apply it evenly across the entire nail surface and let it dry fully before moving on. This step adds strength and helps lock in that smooth, finished shape. So for the top coat, I don't actually use the Kiara Sky one. I've just never had great experiences with it. It can be tricky to work with, and honestly, you don't need it. Any top coat will work just fine. I'm using the Essie Speed Setter top coat because it dries super fast, which is exactly what I need when I'm doing my nails at home and have to jump right back into mom mode without worrying about smudging or messing anything up. The last step is applying cuticle oil. I'm using the Kiara Sky Nourishing Oil because it came with my kit, but you can use any kind you like. Just apply a small amount to each cuticle and gently rub it in. This helps rehydrate your skin after using acetone and keeps your nails and cuticles healthy and strong. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what color you'd love to try for your next dip manicure. I hope you're enjoying my mom series. Be sure to tune in next week for a brand new Clean With Me episode. And as always, take a moment to slow down and cherish the moments that matter most.